Hello, my name is John Miles, class of summer 2022. Before, when I was on the streets, I was an entitled person. Everything I did, I felt like I was owed. I felt like everything that I was doing for myself, and I wasn't worried about the consequences. But when I went to the unit, at the Cleveland unit, and I realized that all my thinking that I was taking in was wrong. I had to be more of a conscious person to what was going on around me, and I had to instill in myself integrity and accountability and wise stewardship, all the 10 driving values, the things that they taught us to do, and the skits we did, and just the little things in the program. It changed my whole outlook on life. First day out of prison, it was very nerve-wracking. I was picked up by Michael Galloway along with another gentleman, and he took us to a convenience store to get something to drink. And I couldn't find the coffee, so I started having an anxiety attack. It was very emotional, draining, but at the same time, Michael was there to support us. Michael was there to be like, hey man, look, the coffee's over here, go over here, and he was there to guide me. He took us to the house, and we kind of took a tour of the house, and that was our first day out. Second day out, we went to parole. We just kind of did everything we're supposed to do. But the whole time that I was going through the second day out, the life caddies were there every step of the way to make sure that we weren't stumbling, and if we stumbled, to be there and be like, all right, it's all right. We all went through this. It's not a problem. Just stay focused. And that's kind of how the first 4 or 5 days went. It was just kind of, hold on, stay focused, calm down. And being at the house, the halfway house, man, Covington, that's where I'm at right now, was such a relief. I mean, the second day I woke up and I'm like, I'm not in prison, and I'm somewhere safe. Not too many guys are able to do that for the fact that they get sent to a state halfway house and not something that is funded by PEP. And those halfway houses, man, they're a blessing. When I got out of prison, and while I was in prison, my biggest thought was, is PEP real? The things that PEP has done for me, the things that PEP has helped me with is tremendous. They helped me get a job. They helped me change the way I think and the things that I do in my life. PEP has really come in as a backbone for a lot of guys, and especially myself, because I was employed the third week I was out, and I can't tell you how much weight came off my shoulders when I got employed, because number one, my biggest problem when I was by myself was the fact that I wasn't getting employed right away, so I was getting stressed out and I was going back to the streets. But PEP gave us that opportunity, said, hey, look, here's a job. And like that, I was employed. I work at Cohen Industrial, and I was employed, like I said, the third day. I got a job interview through Donald Jones. That's actually my life caddy. He got me an interview, and I was employed the very next day. At my job, it's actually a really good experience, because our boss actually is the one who comes and picks us up. He called Donald and he was like, hey man, I'm tired of losing good workers. Y'all's guys are such good workers, but it's hard for them to get to work, and they set something up. So now he actually comes and picks us up. I've never actually had I've had a work relationship with my bosses, but I've never actually had a personal relationship with our boss. And like him coming to pick us up every morning, it's kind of like PEP does the team building activities. That's kind of what it is. He's actually the manager over the machine shop where I work at, and like the relationship we have with him is awesome, and it makes work so much easier when you have a relationship with your boss like that it's understanding. What we do at Cohen is we do pipe fittings, and we do all the pipe accessories for like water lines and sewer lines. So it's hard work, but it's fun work. Right now, my goals really are just to save up money, get a vehicle, so I can just be on my feet. And so when it comes to time to transitioning out of the transitional home into my own place, I have a vehicle so I can get to work, so it's a little less stressful. My 2-year goal is I plan to still be working at Cohen, but I want to be able to know most of the machines that I'm working on in that shop, so that when I go up to my 5-year goal is to have moved back home to North Dakota, where I'm from, and find employment up there, I'm gonna be able to have the experience from the previous 5 years to be able to go find a job that's gonna really pay me because I know what I'm doing. My 10-year goal, you know, at one point in time I thought my 10-year goal was gonna be open a business, but I've come to a realization that owning a business really isn't for me. But being gone for 4 years, it kind of fogged what reality really was when you got out, and how much you really had to do and how much you really had to work for and pay rent and all the grocery bills. It kind of fogged that, so I wasn't expecting that. So now that I got my goals set up to be a better person, all the different things I have set up, business really isn't in there because I don't really see that in my near future. I just want to say that PEP is truly a blessing. It's something that has changed my life, and I see at first view some of the guys that I caught chain with over to the Cleveland unit. I was actually in a cell with a dude that his transformation was 360 degrees going through the program. Like, we got there the same day and we got out the same day, and this dude's not the same dude. So I know from first-hand view that it works from seeing it, but I also know that it works because it worked in me. But I want to thank all the executives for the donations, for the time that they're not utilizing to do what they want to, but donating it to us so that we can become better people, so that we can have knowledge in everything that we got.